Warning. What you are about to see and hear is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed on the show are our opinions and do not reflect the views of BTW21 or its staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel and Chad.
God is looking for someone real. People are looking for something real. Just be real. We are out, as you can see, at the Philpott Dam.
Out and about.
Oh, we are your hosts. Sorry. Chad Hudson, Daniel Lewis.
Daniel Lewis, Chad Hudson. Hello.
Yes.
All right.
And we are out and about today, riding around Henry County, Martinsville, just seeing what the...
Beautiful spring day.
Right.
I
Beautiful.
mean, beautiful.
Beautiful spring day.
Warm weather, not too hot.
Wanted to
just
bring
right.
this to you.
A little windy.
Yes. Get out of the studio, get some sunshine,
Y'all
vitamin
get out
D.
of your house. Get out of your house.
Get out of the
outside.
house. Get out of the house. So you see right there, Philpott Dam, built in 1948.
They're working on it right now. They got some equipment on there. I heard there was a landslide. And hopefully they get it up and running. I heard that the electricity's out on it.
Right.
It's not
producing any electricity.
Right.
And I think they send it to Danville, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't that what that does? Or it might be the dam out there in Martinsville. Might be both. Hell, I don't know.
The electricity grid goes all over the place.
Yeah,
I mean, it just runs all over.
Anything that helps people out.
Can we get a view of this over here?
Golly, look at this.
This is God's country.
Right. I mean, who gets to see this? So thankful for this. Beautiful. Got a few boats out there.
Right, some boats. And I will tell you this, a little surprise. Katie and I are getting a boat this month. We will be out there soon.
So we got some Be Real talk shows on the boat?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Maybe some skiing.
Yes. Now we've been,
bringing
me
the
and you,
kids out.
we've been out on Smith Mountain Lake, but
Right.
well, we've been out on this lake, but not in a boat.
Not a boat of our own. So we could look at all the little coves they have.
Right.
There's cove after cove, and you get up in there, nestled up in there, and find some fish, do some fishing.
You're a fisherman.
I love to fish.
Dude loves to
one thing.
fish.
Love it. I started fishing with my father, my stepfather. Actually, he's my stepfather. I call him my father. He's my brother Paul's dad,
Oh,
and
okay.
he took me fishing since we were kids, and it's just a part of me. So I need to get this boat and get these kids out on it.
True
You know,
Patrick
and-
County.
Yeah, and get them fishing. But man, look at that.
I know, beautiful.
I just can't get enough of that.
Sun setting.
It always amazes me how we as humans find nature so beautiful.
Right.
Well,
made for
what
us.
is that? It's made for us.
It's made
right,
for
right.
us.
Amen. How can we just look at a scenery that was created by God and just find awe, just be amazed by what it was created?
Right.
Every time.
And I think I've mentioned it before, but it's definitely worth saying again. As I was sitting on my back porch, we're both from Patrick County, sitting on my back porch, there's a deer eating grass. There's a squirrel that comes running up past him. He pays no attention. There's birds flying. They are everything's doing their own thing, and here comes this amazing sunrise out of nowhere in the morning, and they're just doing their own thing. God's designed them to do their own thing, but yet I'm sitting there going like,
In amazing.
holy,
Right.
look at the sunrise. Look at the beauty of the sky, the different colors. I mean, they're doing their own thing. I'm sure they appreciate it, and they're doing their own thing as far as the way God has designed him to do, but he's designed us to love the beauty. We see color,
Right.
all these different flowers, red, blue, white, green. I mean, the greenness of everything. I mean, it's just amazing. It amazes me.
What
And
amazes,
not saying they're not amazed either, but
right. What amazes
I've
me
never
about
seen a
it.
squirrel just sit there and go,
Oh, look at that sunset.
look at that sunrise, or
Right,
look
right.
at that sunset.
Yeah.
No, they're doing their own thing. They're
What
contributing to the
What
world.
amazes me is not just the color that we as humans see, but the textures
Right.
of the colors
Right.
that we as humans see.
And
Here
realize there's a design.
Here comes a boat now.
Yeah, look at that. I thought you was talking about that bird.
Well, I was
Man,
looking at that bird too. I
Right.
mean, there's everything to look at.
everything's
come
got
up
its
here.
own. Everything
now-
has their own design.
So now, Daniel, where are we? Where are we at?
We're in Henry County.
We're in Henry County.
We're looking at a piece of Franklin County.
Okay.
It's Philpott Dam. And so we got Philpott Lake right here. And so Patrick County has a little bit of Philpott in it. Ferrystone Park is in
Ferrystone
Patrick
Park.
County.
Yep.
Goose Point is in Henry County. Salt House Branch is in Henry and Franklin County. So this is
So
what
this
we're
is our
looking at
land.
here. We can see miles and miles and miles. That's the Blue Ridge Mountains right there that run right across there. On the other side of that, you'll have Roanoke. It's just amazing. Just come out here and just enjoy it.
Here comes that boat. Can we see that boat on that? Or what does that thing do? What camera are you using there, Daniel?
I'm using that 360 there. We can
360.
see
GoPro
the boat. Yeah,
360.
we got the boat coming
Huh.
up. Right. Something different. We're getting out of the studio. We're getting our vitamin D.
Right. And I've been needing it.
Me too,
Hemped
man.
up all winter
oh my
long.
gosh.
And I just need it outside.
Well, ever since 2020, you
That
know,
as well.
they've scared us to be outside, and you got to have a mask to be outside, and it's bull crap, man. It really is bull crap. Get out here, get your vitamin D, which is from the sun. I mean, God designed the sun.
I'm sorry, but it was that was some brainwashing stuff. There's
Right.
still people today wearing masks.
Right.
That is the most. I don't care.
Right.
I'm not a doctor, so I have no license to lose. But that was the worst medical decision to ever be made, is to put on a mask.
Right.
We are designed to be exposed to germs and grow stronger.
Right.
And it made us
Same
weaker.
as our kids.
And it made us weaker.
Right. And we're
So
making
that
our
was a
kids
mess.
weak by vaccinating them. And don't go out there and make a mud
I
pie.
don't do that.
Right.
Thank
Don't
you.
go make a mud pie. Don't be eating
No.
dirt. Don't be eating
My
this.
kids
Don't be
play
eating that.
in chicken poop.
Right, right, right. Chicken poop it
Cow
up, man.
poop.
Yeah. Learn.
Pig poop. You know,
That's the way I was raised.
they get around bacteria, and their body produces an antibody to fight it.
Yes.
You know, and that's
Amen.
what we're designed to do. That's what God designed us to do, is to heal ourselves.
Right. Our body heals ourselves.
Yes, sir.
That's
Now,
amazing in itself.
Science is a wonderful thing, but science is also created by human. That was created by man. That was created by God.
Right.
So now we have a situation where there are things that do help us.
Right.
There's some antibiotics that have helped, not an exposure, but as far as wearing masks and staying away from other people and staying inside, forget about it. Get outside, enjoy what God's created. You only have one life to live.
Yes. Come up here and enjoy this view.
Man.
If you can get out there, go out there. If you can go to a different place, we just mentioned, Fairstone Park, Salt House Branch, Goose Point, even just down here where you can get off and get the boat out or whatever, or just come up here. This is Philpott Dam.
Instead of this area, if you don't like the big water, some people don't know how to swim all that well, and the big water scares them. You could go on the other side of this dam, and you run into which river there? The Smith River.
Yep.
And you can fish that all the way down to, I don't know where that goes to.
We have five rivers that come out of Patch County.
Right.
They're little streams, and they turn into rivers in Patrick County, Virginia. It's where they all start. It's the Dan River. You got Little Dan River, it turns into the Dan River. You got the Smith River, it turns into the Smith River, which is now Mayo River, which is South and North Mayo River.
Right.
We have a bunch of rivers that come out, and we're so blessed to have this fresh water to where you can go and enjoy it just about anywhere you want to. And thankfully, that's one good thing the government has done, not recently, but years back, is make these preserves to where you can, well, I don't know if that's the actual word, but they make it to where you can come and enjoy this. Nobody's building a home right here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You can just come and enjoy this, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the view and breathe. The wind's blowing today.
I think that started back with the greatest generation.
Yes.
Back in,
right.
Well, Theodore Roosevelt.
Right.
I think that started back
1950s.
in that time. Right.
Yep. Right after 1945, right after World War II.
Right.
They just
they took care of land. They took care of parks. They said, "Hey, we're going to protect
acres.
This stuff.
Right.
Right. We're going to protect the wildlife. We're going to protect the terrain." And I'm glad that that was somebody's dream. That was somebody's destined to protect this stuff.
And I'm thankful for those humans that saw that, because there is thousands, hundreds of thousands of acres.
You say thank those humans, and I think that throughout time humans have gotten a bad name. We are taking advantage of things and as a whole, but humans are good. I really believe that in general we do care about each other and we do look out for each other.
Community.
Right, absolutely.
The whole reason for
that's
tribes.
A majority.
Right, majority.
So we could concentrate on the negative. We could concentrate on the negative. We could concentrate on who's trying to tear us down, or we could concentrate on all the people that are trying to lift us up and be good humans.
That's the main thing, man. That's one thing when we set out to do Be Real, that me and Chad have had for years that we've known each other, is the positive side of things.
Right.
Because there is so much positive. Just look at that. I mean, God's creation. So much positive, but we focus so much on the negative. And we just eat up that human TV. TV.
Well, the
we
TV
allow it into we allow the television into our homes, that if the television was an actual human and walked into my yard, I would not let them in my yard.
Right.
And I'm going to let them in my house. I'm going to let them in my living room.
Unfortunately, we have personal TVs now.
Yes.
And
all of
cell
us.
phone. We walk around with these personal fed, But I want to get back to focusing on the positive.
Yes.
A skier does not focus on the trees. He focuses on the path.
Right.
If he focused on the trees, he would smack right into the trees.
Right.
And I think we as people need to focus on some good.
Right.
Everybody will tell you how bad humans are. Everybody will tell you the negative side of things. But let's go look for the positive things. They're out there. They're right here.
Lists,
just over and over again.
And sheets. There's one thing I used to do when I used to teach. And I said, when you wake up in the morning, write down all the negatives that you have on a piece of paper. Write down them. And you might get a whole piece of paper. You might have to turn that piece of paper over and write down more negatives. But in that same respect, write down the positives.
Right.
And you'll be there writing.
Right.
You won't stop.
Well, that
sheets and sheets and sheets.
that reminded me of a story that I would,
so many blessings
that I would like to share just real quick. When I was in my 20s.
Don't do it real quick.
You know how I say real quick, but then I'll go on forever. But anyhow,
That's me.
When I was in my 20s and 30s, I had a hard time with where I was in life. I was not happy. I looked what other people had, and I was jealous. I was envious, and it was a very negative place.
That's the way the world makes you.
So one day I decided that I was tired of feeling that way, that I wanted to write down the positives about me. So I started with the list, and I was nervous about doing that. What are the positives of Chad? Let's write this down.
The positives of Chad.
Right? So you think that would be a very
That's a good title.
That would be a very short list.
Right.
Because that's how we think.
Well,
that's how we think. That's how we're designed to
the
think.
negatives outweigh the
negatives.
positives. But that's not true.
I started writing down stuff. That I am a father. That I play music. That I just kept on listing off these things.
The father part outweighed
it all to begin with.
All of it to begin with. But then you just keep going.
But it just kept on going, and this list just kept on going of things who I was. And by looking at that list on a day, I got over feeling that negative.
Yes.
You know, and it might sound corny. It might sound ridiculous to some people, but
be real, brother.
Be real, and it made me feel good. I wrote down the things that I was, and I shocked myself.
Yes.
On who I was.
It will. It pulls you back down to this right here.
Right.
It pulls you back down to earth, so to speak. When you start realizing the blessings that you have in your life that God's given us, compared to the negativity that humans, that a man has generated in his mind, in his life,
in other people's minds.
It's not stopped. It's not stopped.
That's almost evil.
It is evil. Yeah, you're exactly right. It is evil. Man.
Well, let's look around and just appreciate this for a minute.
Yes. We can spend all day up here, man.
Right, but what do you think about driving and go checking out some more stuff?
Let's do it. We're riding in the Monty today.
Yeah, we are, my friend.
Yeah, this is, it's been, what I say, like 11 episodes since we've been out.
Yep.
And the studio is okay. There's hundreds of thousands of podcasts that you can choose from, but look at what we have right here. How many can say this right here? How many can say
that we can leave the studio?
That we can leave the studio
and just ride over to here real quick.
Right. And right now we're interviewing Philpott Lake.
Right.
Look at that.
Where were you born?
Yeah. Intimate conversation with Philpott Lake.
Philpott Lake. Yes.
I mean, who does that? Who does that?
Great.
Really?
That's great.
It don't even have to say anything. It just shows itself.
Amen.
Ain't that amazing? It just shows itself. It speaks for itself. People say a picture's worth 1,000 words. But what is the view that you have when you come out here and you just look and relax and just shut up for a minute?
So how many words do you have?
Right.
If a picture's worth 1,000 words and you're looking at this living live thing, what's speaking to you?
It's living.
Amen.
Think of all the living things in the water. The water God created this water. This is not Coca-Cola.
It's the earth's blood.
This is not Pepsi. This is not Bud Light.
It's the earth's blood.
It's water. Yes.
This earth that he created, it's
fresh,
his blood.
Clean water that we live on, that we need, that we're made up of. I think we're 64% water.
I am getting thirsty.
Yes. We'll be back with you.
Take care.
Some more water. Going up the road.
So what are we going to do now? We're going to go hit below the dam.
Right, below the dam.
We're going to hit the Smith River.
Smith River.
Below the dam.
built? 1948.
1948.
Yeah. The dam is older than my dad.
Right. So what was going on in 1948?
Good gosh. 1945, World War II was over. You got all these guys coming back.
home.
Baby boomer heaven.
Yeah.
It's like Chad.
Right.
It's
Just
just
babies.
boom, boom, boom.
Babies,
Baby after baby
babies.
after baby after baby.
Just babies.
Just babies.
Loving the babies.
Right. Lots of work to do. Lots of metal to catch up on.
Yeah.
They'd shut down all the plants that made metal fixings and everything. That was all for the war. Ammunition. They made everything metal, tanks, jeeps, everything for the war. So when they come back, they got to catch up on all that stuff. Just like us during, well, not like us, but somewhat similar to us in 2020, you had COVID. So you had these, where it was a supply shortage.
Oh yeah.
So America had a supply shortage after the war in 1945. But Americans went to work to make up for that
fix
supply
the problem.
shortage. Right, to fix the damn problem.
Right. Because every problem is fixable.
Right. But when it comes to technology,
Yeah.
microchips, new cars, they shipped it overseas.
Toilet paper.
Everything. Right, toilet paper. They've shipped it overseas. So we can't necessarily fix the problem. We have to depend on the world now to fix our problem.
Man,
which is bullshit because we are self-independent.
I got two things to say. One, I have a heck of a cough going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the pollen. I don't know what's going on. All right.
We're dying.
Now that I'm dying and I might choke up, we're dying.
To die.
Lock Boys told me one time, and I don't know if it's true, but Lock never lied to me.
Right. Right.
He said that we sold the machine that makes hammers. We sold the rights. We sold the technology, maybe the patent. I don't know, everything. So I'm not sure that there's an American hammer being made. And if there is,
wow,
I would like to promote it. So if you know of an American hammer that is being made, send it our way.
Yes.
We'll promote it.
Promote the American hammer. Bring the hammer back.
Right.
To America.
Because if we can't build a hammer,
oh my god,
how are we going to build anything?
Just like they are now with all this technology to place, okay, Patrick County, Henry County, y'all have seen the get in the left lane, get in the right lane, left lane closed ahead. That is fiber optic wire that's coming up through there.
Yes.
These contractors are paid, right, these contractors are paid by the American government, taxpayer money, that Joe Brandon, President Brandon.
That dude.
Yeah. They passed this almost $2 trillion budget for highways and everything to get us all on broadband. Now, I totally agree that we need to, for our kids, to stay efficient and to stay viable in the economy that we have, right up with the times. They need that broadband. But man, you're talking about millions and, billions and billions of taxpayers' dollars to plant cable from Henry County to Patrick County.
I tell you, they're doing it.
And everywhere, rural.
They're doing it. And you don't know what the right answer is.
Right.
I'm the same way with cell phones.
Right.
You know, I just need to spend less time on the cell phone. I need to but I need it. I need it for the business.
Right.
I need it for communication. I need it to keep up with the times. Current events. I remember doing current events as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to keep up with the stuff.
That's crazy.
Now we have a little dirt road. We got some woodpeckers flying around.
Right.
We got some dirt road.
Saw a deer.
Saw a deer.
I don't know if we captured that on film or not. We got a deer. There's no deer now.
I
Within
just
a mile.
scare them away a little bit.
They will definitely get out of the road.
This is a really good place. I like fishing. I like fishing this river. The Smith River is a very good, and they stock it well. They maintain it well. The Virginia Forestry Department keeps up with people that's supposed to be fishing and not fishing, and making sure everybody pays their dues to participate.
Anything and everything you want to do, they'll make sure you pay for it.
That's right. That's right.
But that helps. I mean, it keeps all the riffraff. You know, it's like you just said. I don't know how to say it.
Right here.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty?
Right here, me and my cousin, he's passed now, AJ. We were fishing right here, and he's pointed. He goes, "What's that down there by your feet?" Because I was in the river fishing. That's where I like to fish.
Right.
I like to get in the middle of the river and fish to the banks. Well, he was over here on this bank right here, and he saw me walking down through there, and he saw something shining. He goes, "Man, what's that by your feet?" I don't know, so I kept on walking towards it, and I picked it up, and it was a big old 45 Smith & Wesson.
Really?
45.
Really?
Wrapped in a bag. You don't accidentally drop a gun in a bag.
No, you don't.
In the river.
In the river.
Yeah. We called the state police. My good friend Kevin Mabe, our good friend Kevin Mabe, came out and made sure it was a legal gun and it wasn't used for a murder or nothing.
So what'd they do? Did you get it? Keep it? Or they took it?
Kevin said I was allowed to keep it because it came back clean, and I actually gave it to him.
Nice.
So I hopefully he still has it. We'll have to ask him about it one day. Man, that was back 20 years ago.
And he's still doing it.
Yep.
Definitely hats off to all our men in blue.
All of them.
Women.
That's a dangerous job.
Man.
That is a dangerous job to sit there and, you know.
Then you got all that stuff going on today.
Yeah, that's all.
It's hard to do your job when you got so many restrictions. And it's not really a restriction, it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy. People
Bunch of garbage.
Yeah, it's garbage. Non-compliant garbage.
Disrespectful to humanity.
Disrespectful. I don't respect my parents. I don't respect the teachers. So I've definitely
And it just
not
keeps
gonna
on
respect
going. No
law
law, not
enforcement.
gonna, you know, a boss, law enforcement, the judge, our society. People are just so selfish that they don't realize that we are a part of a society.
Right.
That laws are based on a society, not personal.
Yep. It's got nothing to personal at all to do with it. Crazy.
So we're just driving out a dirt road down here, riding around,
showing y'all the backside of Philpott Dam.
Yeah.
If you've never done it before, you got to do it. You got to get out here. Because apparently you can't drive on the other side now because they're working on it. You can't even walk on the other side. So we're going on the other side. The other side.
We'll see. We're gonna run into a freaking goat.
Right.
Sorry, goat. I'm sorry. Man, he's just trying to live his best life.
Look,
now there's chickens and cats. And there's everything going on down here. Come on over, ladies.
I think they were chasing the cat.
Trying to cross the road.
Usually you see a cat chasing a chicken. That chicken was chasing the cat.
Now they have a little RV park going on down here since I've been down here.
Right. Look at that right there.
Wow.
Man.
When I'd come down here, 20, 25 years ago, none of that was there. There was just a trailer. There was an old trailer sitting out there in the middle of this field here. Old camper trailer. Now this is the end of state maintenance.
That's the end.
And now, is the Army who takes care of this?
I don't know.
I think it's the Army.
See what that says. Danger. When horn sounds, beware of rapid rise in water level.
That means get the hell out of Dodge.
Right. Park hours. Open 1 hour before sunrise. Closed 1 hour after sunset. No all-terrain vehicles.
No firearms.
No firearms, Chad. No alcoholic beverages.
We better
Chad.
just stop.
Yeah, we're just gonna quit right here.
Quit. Not today.
Not today. Drinking water.
No pistolos.
No firearms.
Excuse me, man. I got this cough. I'm hoping it's just the
Me too,
pollen,
brother.
and I'm gonna get over it.
Yeah, it will be.
This here, I have some pictures at the house of me and my family. This is where I bring my family down here on
Nice.
those hot days.
Yeah.
There's a nice grassy area down here
Right.
that I've brought. I brought a lot of family members up from Connecticut.
Oh man.
When they come
I
down
bet they
here,
are tripping.
they come down here and then I show them my fishing hole. Maybe you can see it from the rocks here.
Oh yeah.
But
Look
yeah.
at that. Now I have seen that. That's
Get a
where
little
it's at.
Bojangles,
Wow.
little something. Oh, you probably have
Yeah,
seen the
I've seen
pictures and stuff.
videos. Right.
Well, that's
That's it right there.
that's the spot.
Huh. Franklin County side. Philpott Dam. I've seen those pictures. Wow.
I've brought several family members from Connecticut down there.
Damn.
Katie and I.
Powerhouse.
Katie and I have been down. Damn.
And Powerhouse. Love it.
Katie and I have gone down there on our first few dates.
Really? Is that where the ants?
No, that's not where the ants are. The ants
No ants in
up
the
more
pants.
Patch County.
Oh.
Ants in the pants. But
Ants.
that is one of our, we on our first dates, we went out. We didn't go out clubbing or drinking or whatever. We went out and adventured the earth.
Right.
Our surroundings.
Yes. Loving life.
But
Real life.
that's where we go with the kids to this day. Grown kids. We bring them down there and let them swim. But I will say this: there is no colder water than this water right here, and I'll tell you why. Because this water comes out from the bottom of the
I was
dam.
going to say straight out the bottom of Philpott Lake.
Right. Most dams and most water comes up over the top.
Yep.
This comes out the bottom, and my friends, it gets cold. Man, that's a water pressure.
Right.
Water.
Right. All right, here we are. Be real. Chad and Daniel.
That we
The
are.
bottom of Philpott Dam. We're just standing at the top telling you everything about God's blessings. And here we are at the bottom of it. Look at the power coming out of the bottom of that. Ice cold water out of the bottom of the lake.
Right. This ain't an overflow. This ain't an overflow. This is producing power.
Right, it's not coming over the
It's
top.
not coming over the top. This
That's-
water is cold. Deep down cold.
Deep down cold. It goes right there where we were at. Right. What's driving me nuts, man? You got the river right here, right? So it's coming over here, trying to flow back into this outcoming. So when you get this right here, it's waves and a rustling. Right. A whirlpoolage. Right. Whirlpoolist. Look at this. Now you get on. Right. If it was hot, if it was hot, yes, I can't swim, but if it was hot, I'd be like, I might be fucking you.
Now, from my understanding, there is a concrete barrier right below us, right here. Right where we're standing, it's a concrete wall that goes down. I'm not sure
Really?
how deep it is, but this is a deep, separate pool out of concrete, separate than the rocks from the river.
Huh.
And it starts right here below. You can almost see it If you
Yes,
look between
that
the
line,
waves,
yeah.
there's a line right there.
Right.
And this is a concrete pool. This is good fishing.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet. That's crazy. Damn.
Just non-stop.
How crazy is right?
Just non-stop.
How crazy is that?
That is insane. The amount of pressure that's coming through that hole
Right.
is just insane.
Straight out of Philpott Lake. We're just looking at it.
Right.
It's not moving.
And you don't see this turbulence up front.
No.
You don't see this turbulence
No.
up front because it's coming underneath the water. It's not an overflow situation.
Right.
So it's pressurized.
Majorly pressurized. And they got 2 more they could open.
You know, take a 2-liter bottle, fill it up with water, and shoot it with a little 22, and watch that pressure come out of there.
Just like that right there.
And this is just times that by 1,000.
Tens of thousands.
Tens of
man.
thousands, right? Exactly.
That's crazy. I love it.
Now, from my understanding, is that they're not producing electricity right now because of this mudslide. So this is just keeping the river in check.
Right.
When we produce electricity, I'm sure that they open up gate 2 and 3. This is just gate 1 open right now. I'm thinking that's just to keep the river flowing out of the lake. But when they're producing electricity, they'll open up these second gates here.
Right. All 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then just in case they got where it can come over, just in
Daniel,
case.
if you could scan up there onto the mountainside, you could see where the electricity line has been disconnected from the line itself. So we're no longer generating electricity. This system is no longer hooked up to the grid.
Really? Wow. Huh. Man.
I would like to get in contact with I think it's the Army engineers that control this area and take care of the dam, and wonder, when will it be producing electricity again?
Right. I'd love to get a tour of this place. I don't know anybody that hasn't lived here for years that would like to get a tour. That'd be cool.
I think everybody would like to
Right.
get inside, so
Yeah.
why don't we make that a point?
Let's do it, man.
And try to get that done before they hit those lines back up. You can see that.
I don't know if they let us in there without that though.
You can see on the bottom of this the 2 poles that are coming out.
Yeah.
See those?
Yeah.
They're not hooked up. There's no line running from this
Running
building
from
to
it
those
all.
poles up to the white building.
Right.
So we're disconnected till the landslide's taken care of. It looks like they've held some damage over here in their
Oh yeah.
maintenance. Annual work with it.
Right.
The damage to the rocks up on the roof.
That's crazy. You want to pay no attention to that.
But I guess it's been a while because the grass has grown back from the mudslide. If you
Yeah.
look up through there,
Right.
there's green grass.
It's
so
grown.
it's been a while. So
It's-
this must be a big project.
Right. Redesign the whole thing or
Right.
something.
That's 6 foot. Those are 6 foot in the concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 35 times 6. Do it! 35 times 6, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks on top of that. We're under the water.
We are.
We are under the water right now.
Right. You imagine if that's a lot of water.
Good to see you.
Oh,
Hello, we got shades on.
Yeah.
Hey, it's getting a little dark
that.
now. It's getting a little dark, Daniel.
Yeah, it's
Time to head back to Collinsville,
the sun is setting.
Martinsville. Where are we headed?
We're going to, I guess we'll go do Bassett first, then go into Collinsville.
Oh, so we're just going to make a trip back to the studio?
Yeah, and just see what each place has to offer. We've been to Philpott Dam here. This is in Bassett,
Beautiful.
basically. Yes, very beautiful place to visit. Visit some more locations in Collinsville, Martinsville, all the way back to the studio.
So you think we'll make them this episode?
Bassett? No.
Because we're kind of running out of time. We
we
run our mouse up there at the lake.
Yes.
Run
With
our
a
mouse
good
down
time.
here. Yes, it was. Run our mouse down here at the dam,
Right.
which was kind of scary. What do we estimate? It's about 225 feet under the lake.
Under the water.
Under the water.
And Chad just kept on saying it.
I'm gonna say it again. 220 feet. That's. I mean, if that thing let loose, which it's not gonna. That's concrete and steel. So we're heading out of here. We're leaving the bottom of the dam. We're heading back to Bassett. We're heading back to Collinsville. We'll see you in Martinsville. And then home to Patrick County.
For now.
Where are we going next?
We gotta continue to go through Bassett.
Okay.
We just visited one little part, Philpott Lake, Philpott Dam. I think we'll go through Bassett and just, see how that turns out.
Right.
I didn't think this was gonna last this long.
Well, we have about 40 minutes of this here. But
Right.
if we find something interesting, I guess we'll just cut this out and have that.
Right.
Or whatever.
It's whatever
We're on a
needs to
nice
be done.
outing.
Yes.
But if we don't talk to you again, be real and come on back.
Be real.
Please like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye.